What are the barriers to happiness? How do we heal? How do we maximize our potential? How do we remember who we are? How can we be of service to the world? Join the World Happiness Fest, the largest forum of happiness and well-being in the world. Visit us at www.worldhappiness.foundation. We are realizing a world with freedom, consciousness, and happiness for all.
Greetings of love, compassion, kindness, joy and peace. Do people not wish to be happy? Going back to Buddha's time, we realize that ignorance has been the greatest enemy of humanity. When Buddha spoke about dukkha, or problems or suffering from anxiety, depression and other emotions, the reason assigned were living in delusion, greed, jealousy, pride, anger and lust. People who heard him, when they understood, they became aware and began the transformation. However, Buddha said, understanding alone does not help. People need to practice what they heard from him and then only believe in it. If people awake, they realize the ignorance and delusion and take the first step to eliminate them, they will find the journey to happiness. But what stops them from taking the first step after being aware is the mundane lifestyle, the comfort zone. I remember talking to a few senior American citizens in a remote part of Bhutan on a very cold, wintry day of the first week of December 2013 concerning the development with values and how our king connected values with kindness, equality and humanity as principal philosophy to gross national happiness. They all nodded in agreement and praised the great idea of our country and the king. However, at the end of our discussion, they said, we have lived for a long time the way we are. Living now, we cannot change. I spoke to YPOs coming from the US in 2016 who were visiting Bhutan. Their idea of sustainability was, let us finish what is on this planet and in the meantime we could annex another planet to mine the resources from there for the earth. If we are aware, we would think differently about our little blue planet, the only home to human beings thus far. Unfortunately, they did not realize that with an unsustainable way of life, we would make the planet inhabitable. Why is this happening? It is the cause of this unawareness. The answer is the education system. The system is probably built on Darwinian and Newtonian theories that propagate survival of the fittest and material existence, as opposed to quantum physics that says consciousness creates our reality, which the spirituality also says. Educational institutes are producing people as the product for marketplaces. They are taught how to earn for living and not for life. The sixth world extinction will be due to human folly, as it seems based on today's human behavior and conduct. Einstein said, a calm and modest life is happier than the chase for success, as it comes with all problems associated with it. The ultimate truth is that we all pass away. Why are we doing what we are doing? Are we aware and reflective on it? The regrets of dying people have been the wish not to have worked so hard, the wish that more time was given to the loved ones, the wish to have done what was desired and not pushed away for another day, the wish to have forgiven the person, and the wish to express sorry to the person. If we already know this, why do we people continue to make the same mistake? It's because the subconscious mind has stored all that our behavior that makes us act. Thus Buddha said, to practice and keep on rehearsing for as long as it does not become your kritya or a part of you. Our happiness is also controlled by the kind of food intake we make. Our hormones are disbalanced and we become edgy or get urged for something different that can be negative for manliness or emancipation. We need to eat right kind of food, all plant-based. It is also through the beliefs that we carry we change our genetic behaviors and write on our subconscious mind that takes control of most of our thoughts and actions. We believe in what has been told to us or sensitized through the advertisement. They play a great role in creating delusion for humanity. For example, in the US, the advertisement cost per capita is US dollar 7,300 million. Canadian, it's about US dollar 225 million per capita, and India is about US dollar 7.5 million per capita. This is also, by the way, adding to the conventional economic growth called GDP. This brings to our minds all the poisons such as greed, pride, jealousy, anger, and lust, along with delusion. All these actions of sensitization brings us, our minds, to the poisons of greed, pride, jealousy, anger, and lust, along with delusion. In all these expenses, we see in digital platforms, respectively, experiences in the range of 53%, 49%, and 40%. What does this mean? It means that our body is not at work, but our eyes and senses are. Human beings are made to work with their four limbs. Again, let us remind ourselves that we are not for long on this planet. Therefore, our lives are precious. Some people think if we are to die, let us enjoy and pass away. This is a destructive thought that will bring to an individual all the wrongdoing after the thought. Then we also wish to have our future generation happy. Rather, we struggle for them not knowing what is in store tomorrow. There is a direct conflict here. If we do what we wish to do and pass away, we create epigenesis for our generation to copy from. If we lived badly, that is what will be written in their minds of our generations after us. We need to change and come to our senses. So the question then is, how can we be happy? What is the original nature of our soul? Purity, peace, love, happiness, bliss, strength, wisdom? Yes. Let's see which ones are we in control of. We have two worlds, the inner and the outer. The outer world is not in our control, but we can control our inner world to see the outer world the way we wish to. In this practice, we can connect with our soul, the spiritual being, connecting with this awareness which is the us. We become true human beings. If we are not in control of our inner world, then it will be controlled by the outer world. When this happens, we get angry, frustrated, jealous, lust-filled, greedy, and more. It will make us live in delusion. Our mind can be freed when we begin to understand our association with our inner world and train it. If you carefully see, we are controlled by people and the world they have created. If we connect with ourselves, we will be free from any emotions. We connect with the doings and actions of others and we suffer. The moment we detach from others' thinking and doing and be ourselves, we will be happy immediately and always. We are competing with others. Why do that when we do not know the other person's life? Rather, compete with yourself by improving each day in comparison from the following day. We also become unhappy by comparing with others, their success and achievement. We forget to be grateful for all the abundance we have and leave our soul to try and become someone's soul. How can others' soul in us bring happiness to us? Our biggest challenge, thus, is we are separated from ourselves. Separation, self from self, happens when we begin to live in the past, future, and others' ways of lives. There are two aspects here. We are not in control of our minds, but someone is, and that is why we go into different disturbing and distracting emotions. The moment we are in control of our minds, we are in control of our existence. Living in the past or the future does not help us anyway. If the past gives us a lesson, then take it and move on to today. Because what we do today, if tomorrow came for us, we will be there according to our plans. Sex and mindfulness meet because both give the pleasure of being. Do not miss out on sex, and it is not a crime created by universe. Do not tell your children that it is wrong. Give them lessons and tools to overcome and be with it in a safe and secured environment. Thus, the only solution is following the wisdom, taking care of thoughts and understanding, moral, taking care of right livelihood, speech and action, and concentration, taking care of meditation, mindfulness, and putting full efforts into all the three areas of our existence, connecting self with self, self with others, and self with nature. Thank you so much. Tashidelik.
What are the barriers to happiness? How do we heal? How do we maximize our potential? How do we remember who we are? How can we be of service to the world? Join the World Happiness Fest, the largest forum of happiness and well-being in the world. Visit us at www.worldhappiness.foundation. We are realizing a world with freedom, consciousness, and happiness for all.